Hey guys, how's it going? Today I wanted to speak about the subject of organ donation after death. Yes, it's a very dark subject, but at the same time, it's a very positive subject because it can save a lot of lives. And the thing is that, yes, everybody's body is their temple and they can do whatever they want with it. And that's true. I don't think anybody should force anyone to donate any sort of organ or whatever, but I do think that people need to think about it in some way. Because, look at it this way. No matter what religion you're in, or whatever beliefs you have, everybody's going to die. And the thing is, it could be through catastrophe, or it could be natural causes, or whatever it is. But I must say this, is that when they bury someone in the ground, they take out a bunch of organs anyways, because some of the things inside their body, once death happens, start rotting really fast, and stomach starts bloating, and it gets filled with gases and all that stuff. So they have to get that stuff out. Otherwise, it's going to be horrible for the funeral, and it's just not going to be good, you know? So they do that so that they can preserve the outside of the body, but then these organs and things are taken out and thrown in the trash. And those ones, of course, cannot be used, but there's other things, such as the heart, the lungs, the kidneys, stuff like that, basically, they're organs. And no matter what your belief is, if they're taking those organs, other organs away, but then your religion's saying, well, you can't touch the organs inside the body, then, they did touch them, because they're trying to preserve it so that you can have an open casket or whatever they want to do. And yeah, it's kind of silly, because if they're going to open the body anyways, you might as well save a life at the same time. And it's just common sense, because no matter what, I mean, if you're gonna get cremated, I guess it's one thing. But even then, the fire is gonna go through your body. You're gonna become ash. So you might as well take a few organs out, save a few lives before you become ash, and just save those people. You know, it's not gonna do any good once it's just ash. And the same thing goes with going in the ground. You're going to get eaten by worms and other things, maggots and whatever's in the earth, and you're going to become part of the earth and part of those organisms, which is great that we're feeding them, but we could feed them just as well if they took a heart out, or they took a liver out, or they took a kidney out, or whatever it is. And that's the thing, is that you have to think about that, because it's not like once you're in the ground, that's it. It's done. Well, no, there's a whole process. Even the ash, if it's tossed out, it's going to become part of other things, and it's going to become whatever it is. And that's why it's kind of sad that we're always have these lists and stuff, whereas there's 7 billion people on this earth, and you're going to tell me that they're not going to be able to find an organ from somebody else's body. And that's where we have to start being less selfish, and at the same time maybe educate people a little bit better, and just try to save people. I don't know, I just feel that, of course, if you're too old and stuff like that, you're not going to be able to give out your organs because they're already too old. But sometimes the accidents happen and people die of X and Y, and maybe they have a lot of organs that are good, and it's kind of sad not being able to share it with other people. And at the same time, if you want to live longer, then you can be part of somebody else's body, right? I mean, look at it in a positive light. And I think people don't like to talk about death. It's like we live in this world and we avoid the thing that's going to plague us, that is inevitable. If you want to live, the price that has to be paid is eventually you have to die. So in order to be born, you have to die eventually. And that's kind of like the price that has to be paid. It's the ultimate price in the end. And no matter how successful you are, no matter how unsuccessful you are, no matter how long you live or how short you live, this is the one inevitable thing and sure thing that's going to actually happen to all of us. Because even if the universe were to be destroyed or the earth would be destroyed, well, guess what? People would still die. And I know it's very dark to talk about this stuff, but in the same way, why does it have to be dark? It's part of life. It's as much part of the plus as the minus. For every positive, there's a negative. Male, female, yin, yang, etc. So it just kind of makes sense that for a positive of life, there's a negative of death. But at the same time, I really believe that you can do obviously whatever you want and you can't be forced, but think about it twice, because no matter if you say you don't want your body to be touched for whatever reason, well, be it your reason or not, once you're in the ground, once you're cremated, whatever it is, things are going to happen and it's just going to get eaten. So might as well save someone else's life. You're not going to know. Nobody's going to know. The person you're going to save won't even know you, but at least that organ will have helped them. It's just that we can't be selfish in that way. We're part of an ecosystem. We're all forced to pay taxes. We're all forced to abide to certain rules. Otherwise we go to jail. So in a way, why can't we impose something that is actually genuinely going to save millions and millions of people? But at the same time, maybe, who knows, higher up people might not really be happy if there was less mortality, because then that means that we'd have even more people, and if people are in bad shape, or if they're just not doing good, or if they're not doing good and they have to take X and Y amount from the government every month because they're alive but they're not able to function and get jobs and stuff like that, then things could get worse for us. But my point is, really, I'm just thinking that it's such a simple thing to do, and if you live long enough, no matter what, you're going to have stuff taken out of your body in your life. You're going to have operations. I had my appendix taken out when I was a kid, and that got taken out, and that part doesn't exist anymore. And I had some teeth extracted at some point, and those things also are gone once they're gone out of your body. I've had hernia surgery, and I've had knee surgery where they had to reconstruct stuff. So I've been open, and no matter what, if you live long enough on this earth, except if you really believe that that's what it is. But then the thing is, if you don't get operated sometimes and you have some sort of condition, you could die. And if that's the thing that you prefer, then that's fine too. That's your choice. But at the same time, just know that once you're in the ground, it's not going to stop maggots and worms and other animals in the ground to go cutting and eating stuff out of your body. So sorry to sound again so dark, but not really sorry, because I want to let people know that I think it's important to just try to save other lives and to think a bit ahead, and don't think about what your belief is or what's taught to you as a kid, but maybe start thinking like further and trying to think how you can actually help. It doesn't cost anything once you're dead, just helping out. Anyways, that's all I have to say on the subject. Have a great day and talk to you soon. Bye.